Getting shadow banned on X is extremely frustrating, especially if you don't know what you did. This video will explain everything that causes them, so you will never get shadow banned again. 90% of shadow bans are caused by something called TweetCred, which is a social credit score built into the app that tracks who you interact with and adjusts your reach accordingly. I'm gonna let Alex Finn explain a little more about it.
So this one might be hard to see, but this is directly from the algorithm code. But basically it says TweetCred is a tool that calculates the influence of Twitter users based on their interactions with other users. Basically what this means is based on who interacts with you and who you interact with impacts your influence and therefore your reach. This is the score that's going to determine how many people see your content. So if you feel like you're shadow banned, this might be because you have a low TweetCred score. Let's get into how this score is calculated. Here's one way your TweetCred score can be destroyed. If your post is marked as offensive, so if it gets an offensive flag, which might be from someone reporting you or just the AI determining you're using offensive language, your TweetCred just straight up gets set to 0. If it goes to 0, no one's seeing your content. Here's another way. If your followers compared to the number of following is bad, you get a lower TweetCred as well. So you actually need to have a good follower to following ratio to have a high TweetCred score, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. Bots usually mass follow people just to get them to follow back. So this one doesn't seem too bad to me. So the question becomes, what happens when you have a low TweetCred score? Well, I found this in the code as well. This is what determines what shows up on your feed. And it basically uses a query that filters out results coming from users with a bad reputation. Meaning if you got a low TweetCred score, you're not showing up on people's feeds.
This is pretty serious stuff. If you don't understand TweetCred, you will find your account shadow banned very quickly. Alex mentioned offensive content and your following to follower ratio. Here are some other things that lower your TweetCred and cause shadow bans. First, replying to accounts in the probable spam and show additional replies section. These replies are hidden because the account has low TweetCred. These labels should act as a warning to you not to interact. Something else that lowers TweetCred is interacting with and posting sensitive content. In fact, if you post media with the sensitive content label, you will automatically get search suggestion banned. This goes for reposts as well. If you repost sensitive content, you will get search banned as well. This next one can be tricky. If you reply to an account that is later suspended, that will lower your TweetCred. So it's important to regularly review your account and make sure you don't have replies to suspended accounts. Next, using multiple hashtags or referencing multiple trends in the same post. This rule exists because people will add a bunch of hashtags or trending topics to the end of their post in order to boost impressions. If you post or interact with content like this, it's gonna lower your TweetCred. Another one, accounts younger than 30 days old have lower TweetCred, and as a result, they're gonna get shadow banned more easily. This next thing is not related to TweetCred, but is one of the most common causes of shadow bans, and it's taking too many actions in a row. Repeatedly liking, reposting, or commenting on posts can lead to a shadow ban because X thinks you're a bot or are engaging in platform manipulation. Platform manipulation is any kind of coordinated engagement, such as follow for follow or repost for repost. Do not interact with content like this, and do not post it yourself. If you have engaged in some of these behaviors and are worried you might be shadow banned, check out this video here to find out if you are.